What's up guys, it's Sonic here. In this video, I'm doing the weekly challenge for Rayman Legends, the weekly stream challenge. Here's the catch. I'm going to try not to sprint, I'm going to try to sprint as little as possible. Which, this is going to take a while. Now, just from trying it out earlier, I got kind of far before I had to sprint. See, but I'm not just trying to see how far I can go without sprinting. I'm going to keep doing what I can. And we'll see how far I get in some of these attempts and how many times you might actually have to use the sprint button to get through. So far, I'm pretty good without sprinting. I'm really the only rule here that I just can't sprint unless if I have to. Because obviously it's impossible to get through, I think, more than 300 meters without sprinting. So I think right around 300 meters, there's a section where you're meant to run up the wall. Okay, that was just very trash of me. That was just awful. It was hilarious. I will say though, if you try this on your own, it's going to be a pretty tedious challenge. And honestly, I don't really see a lot of, like, out of all the Rayman Legends stuff I've looked up or watched on YouTube, I don't really see a lot of stuff where people just trying these, you know, some different challenge ideas on the challenges. They use, you know, like, I see somebody try to beat Rayman Legends without, you know, like, with the minimum Murphy use as possible throughout the game, like trying to see how much, see how little you need Murphy throughout one playthrough. But they actually also, so that what they didn't like get the TNTs, which is understandable, because they were just trying to get through the game without using Murphy, which obviously is more of a minimum amount of Murphy. So this part's tricky. Because you have to like jump from the wall and then use the attack button, which for me is X to jump from the wall and then square to use my attack. Yeah. Now this is the part where unfortunately this is one sprint, because even with the sprint I kind of timed it wrong, so you cannot make that part without sprinting. So that's one sprint to the sprint counter. Now obviously, whenever I need to sprint, I'm not counting it by pressing the right trigger to sprint, because if you mess up the mid-sprint, I don't know, but really when I save, like, you know, that's like one sprint to the sprint counter, that's like one scenario, that's just one instance where you have to sprint to make it. So that whole duration of that sprint that it takes to make it, that is one sprint counter. Because that is the only really fair way for me to count it. So if I go by right trigger presses, since that's my sprint button, I mean, it could do it as well, but when you down the trigger, I mean, it's still pressed, but it's also pressable. So to make it less complicated, anytime I need to sprint, then I'll just track it by instances I need to sprint. So like that one section where I need to sprint, that's just going to be like that's just one sprint. And yeah, that part is a little tricky. You have to kind of jump at the right angle to make it up to that wall, and then once you get to that wall, you gotta like do that tricky, you know, somewhat hard stunt where you gotta like jump from the wall like that. Because like if you're on PlayStation, then you might, odds are you'll have your X button to jump, your square to attack, unless, I mean, if you map your buttons differently through the accessibility settings, if you change your button mapping through button mapping settings and accessibility, it might be different, but by default, X to jump and square to attack, and jump from, oh, and it also, that which screwed me over. Yeah, like if you like jump, if you're on the wall, and then you jump and immediately like attack, you can like get up the wall with minimal space. Also, those of you who didn't know, apparently if you like try to get up here, on this side of this little wall right here, the thing, and then if you know, it just doesn't kill you. Because I guess there's like a trigger that occurs where at a certain point it's supposed to start trying to kill you, but you have to be on this side of this. You see, when you're on this side of it, the sand starts to like do that. So I mean, there's like a trigger point for it. Oh, yep. Okay. Yeah, like I said, you have to be on this side of it. I can't seem to get any of these. Maybe like if I do this. No. Oh. That in. Oh, look at that. I'm on the other side of it. And dead. So I guess there's a way to kind of die in that top spot. That's a challenge in itself. Now let's see. We're gonna want. And see, honestly though, trying to die in the top there, that's already interestingly hard because you have to trigger this, still have space, still have the opportunity to get back down there, all the way up to the left wall. At least touching the ground long enough to jump. You can see if you trigger it from too high up, or if you trigger it and get too high up, you can't even touch the ground. There was like an instance I got a little bit ago where I could touch the ground still. Yeah, see, I screwed it. It's because like it's like I had to get high enough to jump off the wall basically, but not like I know how to do that. Oh, I got it. Never mind, we're good. Watch this. Shoot, I'm not gonna die at the top of it. No, I am. I'm gonna die like as close to the top as I can. That went pretty well. Alright, cool. Alright. Anyway, side stuff aside, let's get back to the main challenge of the video. How far can I get without sprinting? How far can I do with minimum sprints? Like I said, I mean, I don't really see a lot of stuff on YouTube about people just doing these actual side quest type of challenges. Usually, I mean, I've seen some stuff of like people like just like doing different challenges, like maybe like just doing them or like tutorials on certain things to help you like speed run like the time-based challenges, but you know, I don't really see a lot of people just trying to do little side quest stuff in the challenges. I don't really see that kind of stuff in the regular levels like this. Regular main game story levels, you know what I mean? So, yeah. I mean, it's probably out there. I just don't know. Existence doesn't show up to me. There we go. Get that, and then this is the instant start run. So that's one run on the counter. Although you don't have to press square because that does make it go a little faster. But it's just if you have to sprint at all, then that's the difference. I can't tell if I just sprinted there, but I don't believe you need to. I'm an idiot. I'm such an idiot, guys. Although, for the sake of time saving, I am going to sprint through this part. Because we already know we can do all this without sprinting. So, for the sake of time saving, due to my slightly inefficient skill at this game. By slightly, I mean, like, decent. Due to my slightly lesser skill, which by slightly I mean decently lesser skill at this game. Time save. I'm gonna just continue going when normal is normal. And then once we get to the part where we sprint, then I'll stop for a second. And then I'll start doing a challenge. Alright, this will let sprint, alright. And go sprint. Oh, okay, yeah, we're good. I didn't need to sprint. I'm just an idiot sometimes. This fortunately is possible. This part is too, especially if you do that, makes it easier. This jump is like so little. Yep, this is possible. This is like so possible. Like it's easy. Alright, here we go. This is interesting. Now we can just launch. Oh yeah, for those of you who didn't know. Oh my god. That space is it's possible. but it's so tight. Oh my god. I'm pretty sure it's possible, but the spacing is so tight. Because that last section, like, coming up here, a little bit before the first sprint, where you just have to, like, jump off the wall and almost immediately attack. Yeah, that's, like, quicker than that. Because even the space earlier here, at least you had a little bit of wiggle room, but, like, that space was so tight, like, you have practically no wiggle room. Or it's like you're mashing the buttons, like, pretty much like a frame or two or three apart. It's like literally just like probably not even that many frames apart. Like, see this, you have a little more space. You know, you have a slightly bigger margin for like the timing of your, the timing in between. But that next space coming up, you have like now a lot of time margin in between. It's just ridiculous. Like, obviously it wasn't meant for you to just do this off sprinting, but Jesus. I mean, of course, obviously, this is obviously gonna get harder because even doing the challenge regularly, it just gets harder as you go up. Because, why wouldn't it? But, especially with the peak of it, oh, I think I can do it. I was starting to do really good. I think I can do it. I'm just gonna kind of sprint up to that point. We already know I only need to sprint once, which is that, like, hurry around with the left wall and like, jump all the way up to the right bounce pad. This game tried to screw me, but then the bounce pad also saved me. That's just insane. I hate when they line it up like that to where, like, if you, like, don't jump, you can possibly end up underneath the stupid vine. It sucks. That's actually the first time that I've ended up underneath the vine like that to get screwed, and that's the first time that's happened, and I actually didn't die. So all the other times in my Legends history, I would, like, if that happened, I would just end up easily dying anyway. But so yeah, that's like the first time that I've gotten under like that in survived. So I'm also just like just sheer luck. Again, like I said, I'm just gonna sprint up until that tight space, which, it's obviously some of the stuff from here is kind of easy, especially this little jump. Yeah. Okay, now we're gonna stop sprinting because we're coming up to it. Oh my god! Oh my god! You see the thing about wall jumping or gliding and jumping from walls? Okay, so like you can like jump from say here and glide to the wall, and you gotta press X to jump again. But if you glide toward the wall and time or jump even a little before the wall, if you see it, I glide for a second. Like, I'm not even trying to glide, I just jump. It's like you jump for the wall, let's say you time your press a little too early. Go biggie, you glide and you jump. So you have a little margin, or if you time it a little early, you still jump the wall. But, like there's only a certain margin because I timed it too early, and even after gliding, it didn't even jump. So if you time it too early, you still won't even jump because you timed it way too early. But if you time it just a little early, you can still jump the wall. And what happened there with me dying was, I just kind of missed that margin, and then just totally, like, just freaking kind of fell apart trying to punch it up. That's kind of the downside of me relying on that, is that I actually mistimed it too early. I just kind of messed up trying to clutch. I just literally fell apart trying to clutch. Oh my god, I almost just messed it up again. Because I kind of mistimed it. Oh my god. I'm actually kind of bad at this. A sprint. Speed running. Kind of this stuff to a point. Alright, now I'm gonna stop sprinting. Yeah, I can just do that as well, actually. Dang it, that stupid little Mario, bro. I swear to God. It's cool, but it's also not. I tell you what, guys, that part is actually hard. Yeah, that's actually hard. Like, I think it's doable. It's very possible. It's just very hard. And honestly, I struggle with something that hard. Like I said, of course, this, like I said, the challenge in general, like, you know, the weekly challenge is not meant for you to do without sprinting. Like, you know, normally they would expect you to just, like, sprint the whole time pretty much. Because there's really not a point where you don't want to sprint. Like, so it just gets harder and harder, and jumps get more difficult, and eventually it takes, like, expert, like expert-only skill. That's obviously sometimes to the degree that even I don't have. But, I mean, so I mean, yeah. I mean, it's sometimes doing the challenge normally is hard enough, so obviously when you try to get through certain parts about sprinting, even when it's possible, it's still, like, super difficult. But, obviously, as you guys see, that doesn't stop me from being crazy enough to attempt it. I did it! I told you it was possible. I told you. I told you it was possible. I sure hope none of you doubted me, because I told you it was possible. I told you. I may not be that good, but I told you it was possible, and I proved it. And now this part here is the only part where sprinting literally does not matter, because, I mean, you're just gliding upward. So that's still one sprint on the counter, because I was able to prove that you can do it without sprinting. So if you guys started doubting me there, and I'm stupid. So yeah, if you guys started doubting me there, then you are horrible for it. If you started doubting me for a second, you are horrible for it. Because I just proved that it is possible. For those of you who are thinking, oh, you just sprint already, you can't do it. Like, no. I just proved you wrong. Sit down. Okay, I know I'm getting a little cocky because I did it once. Alright, so make it up for that. When I get back there, I'll try it again. See if I can do it twice again. If not, then that proves I'm really not that great at all this week. Learn over repeat for the next section, just like that. So. Ooh! Lucky, alright. One sprint. Okay. Alright, this is it. Here we go again. See if I can make it a second time in a row. Oh, I did. Second time in a row. Sit down. Sit down, chat. Don't doubt me. Obviously, I'm not going to make it every time. But don't doubt me. Because I can still make it. But I think we all can be clear on one thing, is that part is possible, but that is also really hard. So, if for those of you out there who think you're new, you better either be wrong or better not be trying that, because if you're actually new when you're trying that, odds are you're just gonna get way too stressed over yourself, and then probably hate yourself for trying. Well, maybe you want to hate yourself for trying, maybe a few times, but I mean, after you try a few times, you realize you still can't get it. Beyond that, you're gonna hate yourself for sure. And oh my god, am I falling behind? Oh my god, someone just died. Why this bounce pad? Yes! Saved! Oh my god. Okay. Oh! I got sprinted on her. Yep. If I would have been just a little closer to that, then doing that ground pound would have saved me. Because the thing about those bounce pads, if you're like kind of right underneath it and you do a ground pound, you see how like your character, like you're like the feet, the body kind of like as it turns, you like it like the hitbox is like something different. So, like if you're underneath the bounce pad, and you like get up like this and like do that, then there's a there's like a few, couple like maybe a couple or a few frames where like you like your body's like slightly upward more. So then if there's a bounce pad running where you do that, you can actually just do that because you can hit a bounce pad normally, but if you ground pound on it from above, you get launched farther. But if you do that same thing from underneath and you just ground pound right below it, then you'll gain the momentum as if you ground pound from above it. So that's what that was about. But right now, again, for time saving purposes, I'm gonna run through to where we were. Which, I'm pretty sure you're gonna need a sprint again at that part though, because I don't think I can get that close. I mean, it was definitely closer than this first running instance early on. Because this first instance we have to run, you're not even really close enough no matter what you do without sprinting. So, yeah, the second time worked pretty close, but I'm pretty sure you have to sprint. Pretty sure. Like, I don't really think you can get around it. And like that one, that's like so high up, and you're just like running from straight up. You're running from the wall going straight up, and next thing you know, you're running from like a wall going straight up, and you're having to jump over. So I mean, you don't really get enough wiggle room. You don't get enough. You don't get close enough. You can just jump out of the sprint. So yeah. That second time though, like I said, it looked a little more plausible because like it didn't just go straight up. It like went over a little bit like that, a little bit. Like went up and like over just a little or something like that. So it looked like it was more bigable, but I don't think it is. I mean, whenever I finally get there, I don't know, because I jumped I think pretty much as high out as I could, and still if I do it. And I mean, you have to be almost right underneath it for it to work too. Like that's the thing about these is that you have to be almost right underneath it for it to work. So, yeah. Thing is, I would try to do that, but everywhere there's a bounce pad, there's usually like a place that you can die. Or stuff gets off the screen like that, where it eventually would kill you if you were annoying with it. Alright. I'm probably just gonna die doing this again. And we're gonna go for it. And look at that. Honestly, I did not expect to be able to do that again. I started to like inadvertently panic. Like I was just like starting to lose for a second, so I didn't think I'd do it, but I did. Like when I first was getting into it, I was like kind of panicking because like I was trying to like lock in, but I managed to clutch up and get myself together, so obviously we're fine, you know. This part's kind of the same thing, not as bad. We still gotta try to keep up. Oh my god, I was just tight on that side throw. Oh no, wait. Oh my god, wait. Oh no, that's what this is right here. I don't see a way to really do that without sprinting. Like, I mean, I think if you were somehow going to get to the other side of that wall, but I don't even think that's mostly possible. I actually don't think you could. Oh, no way. Ah. That's another challenge idea that I'll do on a different day this week. Like, by this week, I mean before Monday of next week. But yeah, that little bit there, guys, I actually was holding down for a little bit, and I actually got kind of far. Oh my god, oh, okay. I almost just screwed myself. But then I clutched. I'll say though, when you can get quite a bit far just by holding down. That's just interesting. Alright, well, I already proved that this possible. I did it like at least 3 times without failing it, so I think I'm pretty good. Right? I think I proved at least worthy enough of just passing it. So it's usually, third time's like the charm. If I do it 3 times in a row, that's like a huge, like, you pass right there. Alright, this is that part. you can't even get on the other side of it. Alright, and I'm pretty sure we don't need sprints. Now we're gonna not sprint again because now we don't need to. Oh my god, we do. No, we don't. No, we don't. We don't need to sprint right there. I don't think. So our sprint counter is at 2. Two times that we have to sprint. But that other part where I just died, I don't think I needed to sprint. I think I just kind of messed up. And like, yeah. But that actually looked a little more doable because I mean the mouse pad wasn't as high up. It wasn't set as high up. Honestly, the jump's gonna be like kind of hard to do, well, especially like getting that high without sprinting to actually do the jump. But I think it's actually possible. Like I think it's actually really possible. I think it is. It just might be. Like I think it is. I mean, it might be one of those things where like I think it might be where like jump, try to get over there, get under it, ground pound from underneath, and get it. Like I have a feeling that's how it's gonna go. But because I mean, it still seemed kind of high up. Like it didn't seem low enough that I could just go through it normally. I would have to do the little thing where I ground pound underneath it, kind of thing. But I mean, I still think at least it's possible if I do it that way. So. I mean, I know, obviously looking at it the first few times, it would seem like, oh, well, that's obviously you have to sprint, that's what you're meant to do. Like, there ain't no way you're making that by, like, not sprinting or whatever. So from first glance, it seems so, but, I mean, we'll see. Alright, okay, this game just screwed me right there. I went to go try to jump off the wall and instead of jumping off the wall, he just proceeds to just kind of fall down it as if the wall physics did not exist, which is really dumb. Because I think I pretty much would have made that. And I would have gotten over just far enough, maybe, being with the right amount of carefulness, and I would have just, like, probably barely made it, maybe, or barely not made it. Basically, that was the point where I would have possibly found out how possible it was to do that without sprinting, but then the freaking game just had to screw me. Just couldn't just let me jump off the upper part of the wall, like I should have been able to. Nope, it just like loves to screw me over like that. Like seriously, Minecraft does that to me enough. I don't need you doing it too. Come on, please. Just, like have some kind of mercy on me. Please have some shred of mercy. I beg. In fact, I will even literally IRL get on my knees. Okay, actually, I won't go that far, so please. Make sure you give me some kind of mercy. I would do that again, but this one I'm just trying to. Because see, the farther I get throughout this challenge, as far as like not sprinting, the higher up I have to go every time I fail. And since I'm not good enough at the game to just never die, then obviously whenever I do mess up, or whenever I do die, I have to climb that much further up to get back, so. Okay. I'm just gonna go here and not jump. So you gotta do that? You gotta do this little trickery again? Oh my god, chat. Chat, we did it! I did it! I made it. I had a feeling it was doable. I had to be able to have a successful try. Like, I just had to be able to the point where I could really try just to put my finger on it. Like, it's possible. But then it follows up with this stuff. All this craziness. Oh my god. And you see how crazy this is. You really have to stay locked in for this. Oh god. Please. 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 Yes! Chat! Let's go! Oh god, wait. No, it's doable. Trust. Oh no, wait. No, we're fine. Chat, we're fine. We're saved by this right here. Chat. Oh my god, wait. Yes! Yes! Look at that, chat, look at that. I'm actually kind of good. Alright. Oh god! Chat, Nichols? Oh my god, that space is tight though, chat. Okay, so. What do you guys think? I'm doing pretty good so far with, trying not to sprint, whatever. Do you guys think I'm, like, doing really good by getting through these tight clutches? Proving that it is possible without sprinting, or do you just think I'm just, like, wasting my time? And for those of you who are watching this, waiting to see when I'm doing my Minecraft speedrun, yeah, don't worry, I ain't gonna do that. But first, I'm gonna do this. Because this is actually the weekly stream challenges, and I already kind of attempted the weekly stream and the weekly regular challenges right around when they reset, which for me, they reset on Mondays. I don't know if they reset on Mondays for everyone, but for me, they reset on Mondays. And I already attempted them and kind of tried. And actually, before the stream, I actually tried it again to try to get a better record with it. So yeah, but, I mean, I already did the daily challenges, so that's why I'm not doing those. But yeah. It's just... So yeah, after this, I'm gonna... get ready and probably actually do another episode of Sonic Frontiers with Streamer, maybe? Because I know there's gonna be lots to do. I don't know, I'll have to decide. I'm either gonna do Sonic Frontiers... Because I don't know if I'm ready for my speedrun just yet, because I mean, that was rough yesterday. I'm not doing that again, by the way, because I'm trying to get to the part where I really got stuck at, which I believe was somewhere, oh, it wasn't on some of the screens, because I got through this already. Barely. But now I'm kind of have to do it again, because I kind of already got in it. Oh god. You have to know just, like, how to do this right so you don't get stuck down below. Now so I can do it. I proved that it's possible once. Pretty sure I'm fine. It was the other space area. It was the other area later than that. Well, after that, I got stuck at. Actually, I don't even think I fully got to it yet, but still. That's right. Okay, I just really need to speed it. Like, see, this is what I mean. This is why, like, I'm not trying to redo all this, like, with the minimum sprint, if I've already done at least once or a few times. Like, so, I mean, at that point, I was, like, somewhere around 7-something hundred, just from where I died at then, and I think even from where I was earlier, the other really tight squeeze I saw, I mean, that was like close to 800. Unfortunately, on the Infinite Tower map for these challenges, it takes quite a bit to get up even to 1,000, because, I mean, like, it's just, because, like, okay, so, like, with Murphy's Dungeon and The Living Dead, those two maps are horizontal, so most of the time you're just like running, you know, through the obstacles and stuff. You know, in Murphy's Dungeon, you're mostly running to the right. I mean, it still takes a little bit, but I mean, like, at least you're mostly just running to the right. You know, it was like running next to it. Same with the Land of the Living Dead. I mean, most of the time, which not even needing Murphy can be a good thing, because then all you're doing is focusing on you, just getting to the obstacles. So sometimes it don't take as long. But And like even that now, the Nether Random Pit is a vertical map, but goes down. So if you really kind of like observe and really study the layout on the map, you can just really get through it really quick for a while. And the dojo map with where it's the as many as you can, where you have to get as many levels as you can without dying. I mean, same thing. You can just kind of memorize, study the layouts of each section, and just kind of speedrun it, kind of. But this, dude, this is the exception. This is the one time. This is the one map where it's like, I mean, obviously there are little, you know, tricks you can do to like skip certain like spots, like instances where like instead of like, you know, doing, you know, like you don't have to do everything the intended way. Like there are some parts you can skip. So I mean, but I mean, I'm just not like he's really like speed demon through it all. I mean, it just kind of takes a while. Yeah, I already did this, barely made it. Alright, I know I'm getting close to that section, so that's why I'm like not sprinting, because I forgot. Because I just realized how I have nice speed. Oh yeah, that's right. This is the part where like I realized it was possible just by doing this. Just like how to get here. And... Okay, so I was over 700. Okay, that's good to know. And see, it's just like so far out. The section I suck at last was so far out. Just like I feel remembering how far I went. Because I don't want to get too far and inadvertently like sprint on the section that I left off at. Because then it's like, then I don't know if I can do it without sprinting. Because once I get above the section, obviously I can't go back down or else I die. And I'm only sprinting up to the section to save time, but like I said, in doing so, if I like miss the section and I never really go too far, then I just gonna have to redo it anyway. And, you know, not remembering fully right around where I was is really not helping. But I can kind of try to go in this. I can kind of go in speedrun mode here. By that I just mean literally kind of just speedrunning this a little bit. And okay, what was that? I ground pounded, hit the bounce pad from the ground pound, but then bounced and went down at the same time. Which, in other words, I hit the bounce pad from ground pounding, but then somehow I still just ground pounded anyway. That's not supposed to happen. Again, I start the ground pound, hit the sprint, and go down anyway. I know they didn't patch up the glitch. And the only reason I know that for sure is because, I mean, this game has been out for so long. And... See, there we go. That's how it works. You know, I wonder if it's because, like, when I jumped, or maybe it's like when I jumped, maybe I, like, was too close to it. That by the time I initiated the ground pound, like, I had hit the spring maybe just from the initial jump. So I guess like the timing was so close that when I initiated the ground pound, maybe I like hit the spring like a frame before it registered me ground pounding. So then, because I timed it like that, it still like made me go down anyway. I think that's all it is. I'm thinking that's what happened. There we go. Ground pound right there. Try to save us some time here. Here, of course, not much to do to save time because it's just literally glide upward. Follow the lumps if you choose. That puts you on the path to. Here. That's the part where we prove we can do that while sprinting. And I know I got through this crazy mess. I got it first try, but I tried it one time and I didn't. But the only reason I tried it like that was because I didn't know how far it was. Also, I think I got through that because that was the one instance of... Oh my god, I was here. See, that's what I mean, I like missed it. Ah, that's the only thing that sucks about this, is that when you mess with like so much, you have to like remember where you left off. I have an even better idea, it was before 740. You know, is this me, or is that one instance hated on so much where you like go out like that and just overshoot? And then you try to ground pound because you get too far underneath the bounce pad, and you're right underneath it, but it just doesn't let you clutch. Because I hate when that happens where I shoot you way out. I also hate sometimes like that where like I hit this bounce pad, but I'm like I hit the button after. Okay, again, no. Okay, I know it's not me jumping, hitting it, and then ground pounding, because I hit the button right before the spring. Like, what the heck? Like, why did it do that? Are you serious? Again! It's like I hit square and then the spring registers, but then it doesn't like take me up. It makes me go down instead of my ground pound. I hate it. Why is it doing this? Why? Like, what the heck? What's wrong with this game? Again! I clearly ground pounded into the spring and it took me down anyways. Why is it doing that? Why? Why? I don't understand. Like, I'm trying to hurry up through this, and instead, it's making me take forever to get through this. Oh my god, dude. There we go, that's better. Oh, yeah, that works. Not what I wanted to do. Stop doing that to me. Thank you. Oh my god. Really? I was about to point down, okay. Okay, there we go. Well, I was not expecting that to happen. Yeah, oh my god. I swear to god. Why? I swear to god. I can't, bro. I feel like I'm spending too much time on trying to get back to all because this game doesn't let me do this the way it needs to. Like, oh my god, bro. There we go. Again, why? It's like it registers the square button, but like, wait. And it causes that to happen. I hate it, it's so stupid. Thank you. Really? Oh my god, dude. I hate this. Alright, well, I guess I'm just not gonna, like, just try to speed even this. I will kind of, but not fully. Apparently, it doesn't want me to do that. I'll say it's possible, just this game just does not want me to do it. So I guess you're just not. That's so stupid. There we go. Again, it like registers the square button over 8. How's it gonna do that? Oh, now it wants to let me land up there. Okay, that's cool. Awesome. Alright, cool. Oh, okay. I kind of did that to myself there. Like, wow. That would improve as possible. Oh, I hate when it does that! Registers is late! Oh my god! I might end up having a, like, 2-part of this or some crap. Because obviously it's just not wanting to let me right now. Like, I get back to... You know, I wouldn't be surprised if I spent more time on the stream getting back to that part than actually doing the side quest. This is getting ridiculous. I'm not trying to spend my time getting back to the part I got stuck at just because this game won't let me. I'm trying to spend my time actually doing what I intended to do in this video. Like, what the flip? Oh, this is stupid. Okay. I didn't even need a ground pound there, that's why. Oh my god. What's up with this game, bro? Okay. I'm not quite liking it yet because I was waiting for this. Yes. Oh my god, I was just screwing myself. Delete this. Alright. This is where I was at. I don't know. I don't know if that's possible. But I've also died so many times that it's like been a while since I've been back there. It takes a while to get to, and when I do get to it, it's like I dive to all the way back up again. All that just for one attempt. It's crazy. Yep, bro, this is the craziest stuff back here. Oh my god! What was that? What was that, like, freaking in the way, bro? Oh my god! This game really does not want me to do this, bro. I swear to god. Like, why is it every game I play tries to screw me over? Like, seriously, it's ridiculous. Like, when is all these, like, when are all these games gonna stop trying to screw me over? Seriously, I don't get it. Oh my god, really? Okay, everybody get this business. Oh my god. Alright, whatever. It's been almost an hour on this. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, well, it's almost 3 o'clock for me, and I have more that I want to do besides this for today, so I'm gonna stop the stream here. If you enjoyed the video, maybe leave a like so I know that somebody likes it if they do. If you're new to the channel and you want to see more content, then maybe subscribe if you want. That way you don't miss anything. Other than that, I'll catch you guys later.